Ma'am, I have a class on 4 o'clock of business and economics.
Yes. Okay, no problem. You can leave, and I'm recording it now, so you guys can always look at the recordings again. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, and I'm sorry about it. Okay. Let's talk about some past paper questions. These are basically homework questions. So some of you were able to do them, but some of you were not able to do it. Anyways, let's get started. Okay. The question says factorize 49 minus 9t squared. Now, again, you cannot see anything common. Like 9 is not there, 49 is not there, the table of 9. You cannot take 9 common, you cannot take 3 common. You cannot take t common. So what exactly, like why did the examiner even state you need to factorize? It means that it is quadratic, and certainly you would be having some helping identity using which you guys would be able to solve this question. So the identity is a squared minus b squared. One second. The homework was basically posted in the group on last Friday. Okay. All right. I can write it as 7 squared minus 3t whole squared. And now what do I have? Two perfect squares with a difference. So I can write it as 7 plus 3t, and I can write it as 7 minus 3t. So the answer would be 7 plus 3t, and it would be 7 minus 3t. Okay, very good, Urva. Well done. Excellent. And yes, very good. Hassan, very good. Okay. All right. The next part of the question says 15xy plus 5x minus 6y minus 2. So you need to factorize this. Now, the same idea that we have already discussed. Okay. If you look at it directly, you can't find anything common that is coming common in all the four terms. 3 is not there. 5 is not there. X is not there. Y is not there. 2 is not there. Nothing is common in all the terms. Okay. So what I will do is I'll just make two pairs. This is first pair, this is second pair, and now I'm going to take things common. So from the first pair, I can take 5 common, and I can take x common, and I would be left with 3y plus 1. From the second pair, I have minus xy and I have minus 2. So I can take minus 2 common, and when I will take minus 2 common, I would be left with 3y plus 1. A hint or something that would help you guys know if you're going in the right direction or not. These brackets must be same, because when these brackets would be same, next step is only possible when these brackets are same. Okay, now again look at the entire thing. It's 5x multiplied by 3y plus 1, and then minus 2 multiplied by 3y plus 1, and you have been asked to factorize, so we can take 3y plus 1 common. So 3y plus 1 is common, and I am left with 5x minus 2. So this is going to be the answer. Yes, Umayza, do not worry. I'll share the recordings. Okay, no problem. So it would be 3y plus 1, and it would be 5x minus 2, and this is going to be the answer. Any difficulties with this question? Anyone who was not able to understand?
No difficulty, understood.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Okay, let's talk about the next question. Next question is not directly related to this topic, but still we need to talk about it. So it's 2x squared and then power 0. So whatever number you have, very good, Taha. If it's to the power 0, it is going to be 1. Any number to power 0 is going to be 1. Very good, Moise. It's 1. Okay. Second part says 3x cubed whole powers 2. Okay. So the rule was that for now the power of 3 is 1 and the power of x is 3. This 2 would be multiplied with this 1 and this 2 would be multiplied with this 3, and I would get 3 squared and then x to the power 3 multiplied by 2, and this is going to give me 9x to the power 6. So the answer was 9x to the power 6. Okay. This was also a property. Whenever you have 0 outside any number as power, it is going to be 1. It could be that the number is very, 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 very big. But still, if the power is 0, the number is going to be 1. Similarly, when you have a power outside brackets, it would basically be multiplied with all the inside powers. Okay, so inside power was 1 and 3. When 2 would be multiplied by 1, it would become 2, and this would become 6. Okay, perfect. This was easy. This was good. Let's talk about the last part of the same question. For the last part, it was 8 divided by x cubed power minus 1 by 3. Okay, so for this, again, we have a negative power. Whenever you have a negative power, just know you cannot deal with negative power on its own. So you need to get rid of this negative power. How do you get rid of this negative power? You will get rid of this negative power by basically taking the reciprocal of the fraction. So x cubed would go in the numerator and 8 is going to come in the denominator. So this would become x cubed divided by 8, and now the power is going to be 1 by 3. I repeat, whenever you have a negative power, you don't know how to play with negative powers. In order to make things simpler, you need to get rid of the negative power, and in maths, if you need to get rid of something, obviously you need to do something. Okay, and that something is a reciprocal of the existing fraction. The existing fraction was 8x cubed. We'll take the fraction of 8 by x cubed, and that would become x cubed by 8, and now the power is positive. Next, this 1 by 3 is written outside the brackets. So this 1 by 3 would be multiplied with this power, and it would be multiplied with this power, that is 1. So this would become x cubed multiplied by 1 by 3 divided by 8 power 1 by 3. For the numerator, these two 3's would be cancelled and I would get x. And for the denominator, I have 8 power 1 by 3. Yes, very good, Urva. So 8 would become 2 cubed, and 1 by 3 was there already. Now I can cancel these 3's and this would become x by 2. Okay. Yes. Any difficulties with this question? Some of you were
No
not able to
difficult.
do it. Okay.
No difficulties.
Very good. And what about the new students and the other students? Please tell me.
Yes, ma'am, got it.
Okay.
मैम ये 2 कैसे बन गया?
Okay, I'll tell you. So basically, हमारे पास यहाँ पे we had 8, ठीक है? I know that the power is 1 by 3. When the power is 1 by 3, तो I cannot simplify this. मैं इसको simplify नहीं कर सकती, but मुझे पता है कि I can write 8 as, I know that 8 is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, ठीक है? And I can write it as 2 cubed. तो जब मैं 8 को 2 cubed की तरह लिखूंगी, then I would be in the position to cancel the 3 as power of 2 and this 3. Okay, इसीलिए I wrote it as 2 cubed. Yes, is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I have another class. Should I leave?
Yes, you can go, no problem. I'll share the recordings on group and I'm really sorry about it. Okay. Acha, the seventh, we'll talk about seventh question later on because this is something that we are not talking about right now. And for the homework, I just sent all the questions just so you guys could practice. Let's talk about the third part of the 12th question, or maybe all the parts is fine. It says evaluate 3 power minus 2 multiplied by 3 power 4. Okay, so what do we know? We know that when the bases are same and when the two numbers are being multiplied, the powers would be added. So I can write it as 3 power minus 2 plus 4. I repeat, the bases were same. We had the multiplication sign, so the powers would be added. And this is going to give you 3 power 2. Now, some of you gave the answer 3 squared. 3 squared is technically correct, but you need to give the entire thing, that is 9. 3 squared is 9. So 9 was the answer. Similarly, very good, Taha and Muiz. If I talk about the second part, it was 3 minus 3 power 0. So 3 would come as it is. What is 3 power 0? Any number power 0 is 1 and the difference is going to be 2. So this would be 2 and this is going to be the answer. Very good. Okay. And the third part. That's important. Again, we have y and we have 4. Okay. 4 would come here directly. Now I have two numbers and the bases are same. I have y and y with two different powers and the numbers are being multiplied. So I can write it as one base and I can add up the powers. So 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 and this is going to give me 4y to the power 3 by 4. So this is going to be the answer. This is going to be the answer. Yes. Any confusions with this?
No confusions.
Okay. All right. Very good. Okay. Then we have a few more questions in the end. Let's talk about this B part of some question. It says factorize 18 minus 6y plus 5xy minus 15x. Okay. So in order to understand this, again, I cannot take something that's coming common in all the numbers. So I'll make pairs, these two numbers and these two numbers. And I can write it as I'll take 6 common and I would get 3 minus 2 or 3 minus y. And then I will take 5x common and I am going to get y minus 3. Okay. Yes. Now I'll tell you one thing. Please pay attention. So we had 18 minus 6y plus 5xy minus 15x. And when I did this, I got 3 minus y here. And I got y minus 3 here. Now, yes, you can say that 3 minus y and y minus 3, the two things are similar, but they're not exactly the same. Here I have positive 3 and here I have negative 3. So they are certainly different and we need to make sure that these two brackets must be same, because once these two brackets are same, only then I can take this bracket common and only then I would be able to factorize it. Okay. So I need to factorize it some other way. Now I am going to take minus 5x common. When I will take minus 5x common, I would have to write down minus y plus 3 here. And now I can rewrite it as 6 into 3 minus y minus 5x 3 minus y, and now the two brackets are same. So this strategy was important and this give me 6 minus 5x and 3 minus y. So this is going to be the answer. Yes, Mo is very good. Dusharvan, yes, your answer is also technically correct. Like, yes, I get your point. That's also correct. Okay. Yes. And what about the other students? Anyone who was not able to understand this?
I understood.
Okay, one
Understood,
last
ma'am.
question. Perfect. One last question that says factorize completely p squared q minus pq. So it's a 1 mark question, so it won't be having something difficult. I can take pq common and I would be left with p minus 1 and this is going to be the answer. It would be pq into p minus 1 and this is going to be the answer. Yes, any confusions with this? Anything that you guys were not
No,
able to
no
understand?
confusions.
Okay,
No
and
confusions.
okay, and what about the other students?
Hello.
Okay, yes, 1 second, please. Okay, all right. So that was the idea for today. Let me stop the